the rift that has widened between TMC chief and Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and her nephew Abhishek Banerjee. Now, after a meeting with 7 TMC leaders, Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee has formed a new national working committee comprising 20 members, including herself and Abhishek. The new committee has several old guards as well. Although CM's nephew Abhishek Banerjee has been retained in the committee, his post as National General Secretary has been disbanded. According to sources, Mamata has taken complete control of the party. This comes after rift between Mamata and her nephew Abhishek. So this is the latest in terms of the flashpoint, the multiple flashpoints that we've seen between Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek. Of course, the last straw being Abhishek's backing off the policy of one man, one post. And now, just a short while ago, Mamata Banerjee held a meeting, which was, of course, chaired by Abhishek and several other senior TMC leaders. The old guard, in fact, being on Mamata's side, and the younger guard, the youngsters, being on Abhishek's side. Now, Mamata has certainly introduced sweeping changes in her party, where she's formed a 20-member working committee in the TMC. And for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Tamal, who's joining me on the broadcast. So, Tamal, definitely we're seeing Mamata Banerjee introduce sweeping changes in the party. However, it also raises question if Abhishek's hold in the party is being undermined, because definitely he's on that new panel that's formed as well. But it also raises questions if the existing post of the National General Secretary even exists.
Well, yes, that's a very valid question, as whether Trinamool Congress is a united house or not, because there is no smoke without fire, and there had been a lot of talks doing rounds in the town as whether there is a reported rift between the old guards and the new guard, precisely the old guards and Abhishek Banerjee. Now, at this point in time, the meeting which happened at Mamata Banerjee's residence lasted for more than 1 hour, has taken a significant decision. What is the decision? Mamata Banerjee has now reconstituted the National Working Committee. Now, this was pending, but then she has now reconstituted the National Working Committee of Trinamool Congress. Now, every political party has to have a National Working Committee if that's a national party, and that National Working Committee members, the designation they hold, have to be duly communicated to the Election Commission of India in a form of a list. Now, at this point in time, comprising of 20 members, Trinamool Congress has reconstituted its National Working Committee as being decided upon by Mamata Banerjee. Who all are there in this National Working Committee? Mamata Banerjee herself, you have Subrata Bakshi, Sudip Banerjee, Shukendra Shekhar Roy, you have Partho Chatterjee, Firad Hakim, Abhishek Banerjee, Chandrima Bhattacharya, Kakuri Ghosh Dostidar, Arubrata Mondol, Yashwant Sinha, and few more. Now, all these people will have a designation, but that designation will be decided by Mamata Banerjee herself. On 2nd of February, Mamata Banerjee was re-elected as the chairman of Trinamool Congress. So at this point in time, because the new designation of the individuals who are part of the National Working Committee are yet to be decided, there is only one post existing in Trinamool Congress, and that is the post of chairman in the national context. And that chairman's post is held by Mamata Banerjee herself. So far, there was a National General Secretary, a post that was held by Abhishek Banerjee. At this point in time, as things stand today at this time, Trinamool Congress National Working Committee is yet to decide who would be the National General Secretary, whether Abhishek Banerjee would continue or whether there would be a new person. So as on today, this time, Trinamool Congress does not have a National General Secretary, a post that was held by Abhishek Banerjee. Now, does it mean that there had been a fallout? Well, that's something Trinamool Congress can answer. Trinamool Congress leaders, on the face, they are saying it's an united house, and the entire reign has gone into the hands back to Trinamool Congress Supremo, that's Mamata Banerjee, and each and every decision would be taken by her. Now, Mamata Banerjee herself would decide as what would be the designation of Sudip Bandyopadhyay, what would be the designation of Abhishek Banerjee, what would be the role of Firad Hakim, and in that list, it would be duly mentioned, which would be eventually sent to the Election Commission of India. So the bottom line is that the National Working Committee of Trinamool Congress has been reconstituted, comprising of 20 members. Abhishek Banerjee is definitely part of it. But is Abhishek Banerjee today the National General Secretary of Trinamool Congress? The answer is a no, because that post ceases to exist. The post is there, but the office bearer, does not hold that office anymore. All other posts have been disbanded. So we have to wait and see what new role Abhishek Banerjee would be given, or Abhishek Banerjee would continue as the National General Secretary. The speculation which had been doing rounds for some time that the rift is there and Mamata Banerjee wants to take complete charge. Whether there is a rift or not, Trinamool Congress denying, even though they are denying. But then there are telltale signs that possibly everything is not fine within the party, and that's why the reconstitution of the National Working Committee had been needed. Now, what had been the trigger point? We also have to understand that Trinamool Congress is one political party, but for the impending municipal elections, which is due on February 27th, the party had come up with two lists. One list which many are attributing to Abhishek Banerjee and the camp of Abhishek Banerjee. The other one, which had the signature of Subrata Bokshi and Partho Chatterjee, had the endorsement of Mamata Banerjee. Given the fact two lists had come out from one political party for one election, which is the municipal election for 108 municipal bodies, there had been the speculation as whether there is rift within the party and if that was the trigger point. So at this point in time, Partho Chatterjee, the state Secretary General, he has categorically suggested that the list has been prepared by Mamata Banerjee herself, and she is the chairperson, the only office bearer, only person who holds a position. All other offices have been disbanded, all other posts have been disbanded, and it will be reconstituted. Whether Abhishek Banerjee would continue as a National General Secretary or not, only time would say, and a decision that would be entirely taken by Mamata Banerjee herself and nobody else.
That's right. In fact, up till now, Abhishek Banerjee was considered as the apparent heir of the TMC. But now, with the rift wide and open, we have to see whether this will continue, what will be the outcome, whether the post of the National General Secretary even stays. Only time can tell us. For now, we leave it there. In fact, let's also listen into what Partho Chatterjee had to say after the meeting.
It is a national body of working committee of All India Trinamool Congress.
So Trinamool Congress doesn't have a National General Secretary as of now?
The office bearers, yes. The office bearers will be declared by the chairperson, whom we all authorized on 2nd February, and again today, that she has we have authorized her to nominate the members of the working committee and the office bearers of the All India Trinamool Congress.